What if the real solution to weak erections after 60 wasn't in a pill bottle but in your snack bowl? No, I'm not joking. And no, this isn't about some exotic fruit grown on the edge of a volcano. I'm Dr. Alexander Hartmann, and today I want to show you something powerful and surprisingly quiet. Because when men over 60 start losing their edge, in the bedroom, in their energy, in their confidence, it rarely starts with pain. It starts with silence. No warning signs. Just slow decline. Until one day, you realize you're not the man you used to be. But here's the twist. You can start reversing that tonight. No pressure. No prescriptions. Just a handful of the right nuts. The kind that rebuild blood flow, balance hormones, and wake up what's been asleep for far too long. So if you're tired of waking up feeling weak, and you're ready to take your power back, stay with me. Because in the next few minutes, I'll show you 5 science-backed nuts that older men can eat daily to support firmer erections, stronger testosterone, and a clearer, calmer mind. And if you find even one idea helpful, do yourself a favor, hit like and subscribe, because this channel is built for men like you, men who want to age with strength, not struggle. Let's get into it. Walnuts, nature's blood flow booster for men over 60. Walnuts aren't just food. They're a form of silent medicine for older men struggling with low energy, weak circulation, or declining intimacy. As men age, blood vessels stiffen, hormones fluctuate, and small lifestyle choices begin to make a big difference. Walnuts stand out as one of the only foods naturally rich in L-arginine, an amino acid that the body uses to produce nitric oxide, the same chemical that popular erectile drugs are designed to mimic. Nitric oxide helps relax blood vessels, allowing blood to flow freely to areas where performance and confidence are measured. For a man over 60, better circulation isn't just about the heart. It's about restoring that vital, masculine edge. What makes walnuts even more unique is their high content of omega-3 fatty acids, specifically alpha-linolenic acid, ELA. These healthy fats fight inflammation, a root cause of not just heart disease, but also prostate swelling and erectile dysfunction. Inflammation silently blocks blood vessels and stresses the hormonal system, especially in older men. By introducing a daily serving of walnuts, you're essentially feeding your arteries with the tools they need to stay flexible and unclogged. This becomes even more important in the pelvic region, where restricted blood flow can quickly lead to underperformance and frustration. Walnuts also support testosterone indirectly. Chronic inflammation and poor fat metabolism suppress your body's ability to produce and regulate testosterone, a hormone critical for libido, energy, and tissue repair. The healthy fats, polyphenol, and plant sterols found in walnuts work synergistically to stabilize hormones and protect cells from oxidative stress. Men with low testosterone often report lower drive, poorer sleep, and weaker erections, all symptoms that improve gradually when nutrient-rich fats are introduced into the daily diet. Walnuts don't boost testosterone in a dramatic spike, like pills. They create the foundation your body needs to produce hormones on its own. So how do you eat them right? The ideal amount is about 30 grams per day, which is roughly a handful or 7 walnut halves. They can be eaten raw, which reserve their enzymes, or lightly toasted to bring out the flavor, but always avoid salted or candied versions. These add unnecessary sodium and sugar, which work directly against the circulatory benefits we're aiming for. Walnuts spoil faster than other nuts because of their fat content, so store them in a sealed container in the fridge or freezer to prevent rancidity and preserve their healing potential. Walnuts combine beautifully with Greek yogurt, honey, or oats, ingredients that are already prostate and testosterone friendly. A bowl of Greek yogurt topped with crushed walnuts and a drizzle of honey creates a hormone-balancing snack that feels indulgent while secretly delivering everything your body craves for nighttime repair. For breakfast, try adding them to oatmeal with cinnamon for a satisfying, warming start to your day. These pairings help slow digestion, stabilize blood sugar, and prevent the insulin spikes that can interfere with testosterone. For savory dishes, try tossing chopped walnuts into salads, blending them into homemade pesto, or sprinkling them over roasted vegetables like Brussels sprouts, carrots, or beets. Each of these combinations not only enhances flavor, but also supports blood flow, muscle strength, and overall longevity. Walnuts have a rich, slightly bitter taste that pairs especially well with leafy greens, olive oil, and vinegars, all foods that amplify their health benefits. Make them a staple, not a treat. In the long run, the men who see the biggest improvements are those who incorporate walnuts not as a one-time fix, but as part of a daily rhythm. Erections are a complex result of nutrition, blood flow, hormones, and mindset, and walnuts quietly nourish every piece of that puzzle. If you're tired of shortcuts and side effects and ready to age with strength instead of fear, start with this small, powerful change. It might just surprise you. Almonds, the testosterone-friendly nut that revives energy and blood flow. Almonds have long been a symbol of wisdom, fertility, and vitality across ancient cultures. And today, science shows those associations were well-earned. For older men seeking natural support for their energy, circulation, and erectile function, almonds deliver a near-perfect profile of nutrients. Rich in vitamin E, magnesium, healthy fats, and plant protein, these small, crunchy seeds are far more than just a healthy snack. They work deeply in the body to promote vascular health, regulate blood sugar, and support testosterone production. 3 pillars of male sexual vitality that often decline quietly after age 60. Let's start with vitamin E, a fat-soluble antioxidant that protects blood vessels and hormonal tissues from oxidative damage. Erections are a vascular event, and the arteries supplying blood to the penis are small, sensitive, and prone to stiffening with age. Vitamin E helps reduce the buildup of plaque, improves endothelial function, and protects the very lining of the vessels responsible for erection. Older men with low vitamin E levels often experience slower blood flow and longer recovery after arousal. Almonds offer a natural, daily dose of this vital nutrient without the risks or confusion of over-the-counter supplements. But almonds do more than protect. They energize. They're one of the best food sources of magnesium, a mineral essential for over 300 enzymatic processes in the human body, including production of testosterone. Magnesium helps calm the nervous system while supporting muscle function, sleep quality, and hormone signaling. Low magnesium levels are common in men over 60 and are directly linked to fatigue, anxiety, poor circulation, and erectile weakness. Just a handful of almonds per day can help replenish this crucial mineral and restore a sense of youthful energy. What makes almonds especially valuable in the evening or pre-bedtime hours is their impact on blood sugar stability. As men age, insulin resistance becomes more common, and with it, a sharp decline in testosterone. Almonds help buffer blood sugar spikes when eaten with other foods, which keeps insulin low and supports a more balanced hormonal state overnight. This makes them ideal for combining with other male-friendly foods like Greek yogurt, dark chocolate, or berries. When your blood sugar is steady, your sleep improves, and your body can focus on healing and hormone repair rather than fighting inflammation all night. How should you eat almonds? About 20 to 25 almonds per day is an ideal amount. Choose raw or dry roasted varieties, unsalted and unflavored. Avoid candied almonds or those cooked in vegetable oils, which undo much of their benefit. You can enjoy them as a midday snack to prevent energy crashes, or in the evening mix into a small bowl with cottage cheese or yogurt for a bedtime hormone-supporting ritual. Their gentle crunch satisfies the desire to chew while delivering lasting fuel without heaviness. Almonds also work well when sliced into salads, blended into smoothies, or ground into almond butter and spread on whole grain toast or apple slices. One excellent pairing for men's health is almond butter with banana slices and cinnamon, offering potassium, magnesium, and natural sweetness in a balanced, testosterone-friendly combination. You can even sprinkle chopped almonds over roasted sweet potatoes with a drizzle of olive oil for a satisfying dinner side dish that's both heart and prostate smart. Incorporating almonds regularly won't deliver instant results like a pill, but over time, their benefits compound quietly. You may find your sleep becomes deeper, your focus sharper, and your desire stronger. Blood pressure may drop slightly. Morning erections may return more consistently. And perhaps most importantly, your confidence begins to grow back. Not from stimulation, but from restoration. That's the kind of power almonds bring to your life when used with intention and rhythm. Pistachios, clinically proven to improve erections and revive blood flow. Pistachios may look small and playful with their bright green centers and open shells, but don't let their size fool you. These little nuts pack one of the most direct and clinically studied impacts on erectile function among all nuts. For men over 60, pistachios offer an elegant combination of arginine, plant-based antioxidants, and cholesterol-lowering fats, all of which help restore blood flow, ease pressure in the pelvic region, and improve sexual satisfaction. In fact, a well-known 2011 study in Turkey showed that men with erectile dysfunction who ate pistachios daily for just 3 weeks saw dramatic improvements in erection strength, satisfaction, and orgasm quality, without changing anything else in their diet or lifestyle. The secret behind pistachios lies in their high content of L-arginine, the amino acid that stimulates nitric oxide production, which relaxes and opens up blood vessels. As men age, their nitric oxide levels naturally decline, leading to stiffer arteries and poorer blood circulation, especially to sensitive regions like the penis. By eating pistachios regularly, you provide your body with the raw material it needs to restore proper blood flow. This isn't just about sexual performance. It's about rebuilding the vascular system from the inside out, which benefits the heart, brain, and prostate too. Pistachios also contain powerful antioxidants like lutein, beta-carotene, and polyphenol, which reduce systemic inflammation, a silent cause of not only erectile issues, but also prostate swelling, hormonal imbalances, and fatigue. These compounds help protect delicate tissues from oxidative stress and free radical damage. In men with mild prostate symptoms, pistachios may help reduce nighttime urgency, lower inflammation in the pelvic region, and improve recovery after arousal or exertion. Unlike pills that treat symptoms, pistachios work on the root causes. What makes pistachios even more attractive is their effect on cholesterol and blood lipids. High LDL bad. Cholesterol is a major contributor to plaque buildup in arteries, including those that feed the penis. Pistachios have been shown to lower LDL levels while raising HDL, good cholesterol, improving overall vascular elasticity. If you're over 60 and your erections have become softer or shorter, chances are circulation is partly to blame. Pistachios help clean the pipes, naturally and gently, without side effects. How should you eat them? Go for unsalted, raw, or dry roasted pistachios, and aim for about 30 grams, a small handful, per day. That's roughly 45 to 50 pistachios. They make a perfect mid-afternoon or evening snack, helping to reduce cravings, stabilize blood sugar, and deliver slow-burning energy without spikes. You can also crush them and add them to salads, sprinkle over roasted carrots or beets, or stir into plain yogurt with a dash of cinnamon for a prostate-friendly dessert. One surprising combination is pistachios with dark chocolate, preferably 85% cacao or higher. Dark chocolate contains flavonoids that also support nitric oxide and blood flow, making this duo a delicious and science-backed way to promote intimacy and cardiovascular health at once. Alternatively, try adding chopped pistachios to oatmeal in the morning or mixing them with cranberries or dried cherries for a snack that feels like a treat but heals like medicine. In the long term, pistachios may not just help your body, they can shift how you feel about aging. When blood starts flowing better, sleep improves, energy returns, and the mind begins to feel younger too. Erections aren't just a physical act. They're a signal of health, vitality, and confidence. And few foods support that signal as directly and effectively as pistachios. If you've been searching for a natural way to restore your power without side effects or disappointment, start with a handful of these green gems and make it a habit. Brazil nuts, the testosterone-boosting powerhouse for aging men. Brazil nuts aren't just big. They're bold in what they deliver. Often overlooked in the grocery aisle, these creamy, dense nuts contain one of the highest natural concentrations of selenium, a mineral so vital to male health that even a small deficiency can lead to low testosterone, reduced sperm quality, and prostate inflammation. For men over 60, Brazil nuts offer something few other foods can: a simple, daily way to reset hormonal balance, detoxify the body, and protect fragile tissues from age-related decline, especially in the reproductive system. The superstar here is selenium, an essential trace mineral that plays a central role in the production of testosterone and the function of Leydig cells, the specialized cells in your testicles that manufacture this critical hormone. As men age, selenium levels often decline due to poor absorption or dietary gaps. But low selenium doesn't just affect testosterone. It impairs sperm motility, increases oxidative stress, and contributes to prostate cell mutation. In fact, men with low selenium levels have significantly higher risks of prostate issues, including benign enlargement and even cancer. What makes Brazil nuts so unique is that you only need 1 to 2 nuts per day to meet your entire daily selenium requirement. That's it. More isn't better. In fact, excess selenium can become toxic, so portion control is key. But when eaten wisely, these nuts become one of the most potent hormone-supportive foods on the planet. For aging men struggling with fatigue, low libido, brain fog, or weakened erections, selenium acts like a reset button. It supports thyroid function, testosterone regulation, and overall vitality from the inside out. In addition to selenium, Brazil nuts are rich in magnesium, zinc, and healthy saturated fats, nutrients that work together to calm inflammation, improve circulation, and nourish the nervous system. These minerals help regulate cortisol, the stress hormone that kills libido, support deep sleep, and repair the tissues involved in arousal and performance. If your erections have become less dependable or you feel off in ways you can't explain, these nutrients may be what your body is quietly craving. How should you eat them? Keep it simple. 1 to 2 raw Brazil nuts per day, eaten in the morning or evening, is enough. Because the selenium content is so high, more than that may lead to an overdose over time. Store them in the refrigerator to maintain freshness, as the oils in Brazil nuts are highly sensitive to heat and oxidation. You can eat them on their own or chop them into oatmeal, blend them into smoothies, or crumble them over Greek yogurt with cinnamon and a few pumpkin seeds for a supercharged hormone-balancing snack. Brazil nuts also combine beautifully with dark chocolate, at least 85% cacao, which is rich in flavonoids and magnesium. This pairing supports blood flow, reduces stress, and creates a delicious pre-bedtime ritual that nourishes your prostate, calms your nervous system, and gently restores your sexual vitality. Alternatively, you can make a Brazil nut butter by blending with coconut oil and a dash of sea salt, a spread that feels indulgent but heals your body at a cellular level. Long-term, Brazil nuts aren't just a tool for better erections. They're a strategy for longer-lasting hormonal youth. Many men overlook micronutrients when trying to boost performance, but selenium may be the missing link that holds the entire chain of male health together. If you're over 60 and feel your fire is fading, don't reach for a stimulant. Reach for the nut that rebuilds. Quietly, naturally, powerfully. Cashews, the zinc-rich fuel for testosterone, confidence, and clarity. Cashews often don't get the same spotlight as almonds or walnuts, but for older men, they offer something that's equally, if not more important, zinc. This smooth, buttery nut is one of the best natural sources of this mineral, which plays a direct role in testosterone production, prostate function, and immune defense. As we age, zinc levels decline steadily, often without warning. The consequences? Lower libido, weaker erections, sluggish metabolism, and a subtle but persistent drop in energy and mental sharpness. Cashews quietly reverse that, one handful at a time. Zinc is essential for the male body because it regulates the enzyme that converts cholesterol into testosterone. Without enough zinc, your testosterone drops, even if you exercise or eat well. It also helps prevent testosterone from being converted into estrogen, which is a growing concern for older men who store fat more easily and lose muscle tone. Just 30 grams of cashews, about 15 to 18 nuts, can supply a meaningful dose of this mineral, helping you maintain hormonal balance without pills, powders, or gimmicks. But cashews don't stop at testosterone. They also support mental clarity and mood, two underrated factors in sexual performance. Rich in magnesium, iron, and B vitamins, cashews help combat fatigue, brain fog, and mild depression, all of which tend to creep in silently during the aging process. Men often underestimate the mental component of intimacy, but the brain plays just as important a role as the body. If you've been feeling disconnected, irritable, or flat, this may be the quiet deficiency that's affecting everything from focus to arousal. From a circulatory standpoint, cashews are lower in fat than most nuts, but still provide enough healthy monounsaturated fats to support heart health and vascular function. Good blood flow is the foundation of any strong erection, and cashews help by reducing LDL bad cholesterol while supporting vessel elasticity. They also contain arginine, though in smaller amounts than walnuts or pistachios, offering a modest but meaningful boost in nitric oxide, the molecule responsible for widening blood vessels during arousal. So how should you eat them? Aim for a small handful, about a quarter cup or 30 grams, and choose raw or dry roasted, unsalted cashews. Avoid those fried in oils or dusted with sugar, as they undermine the health benefits with unnecessary calories and inflammation. Cashews are naturally sweet and creamy, making them perfect for both savory and sweet pairings. You can blend them into smoothies, stir into curries, or combine with yogurt, cinnamon, and honey for a hormone-friendly snack that satisfies cravings and supports sleep. For an energizing and libido-friendly breakfast, try a cashew and banana smoothie with oat milk, cinnamon, and a scoop of cacao. This combo provides potassium, magnesium, and zinc, all crucial for circulation and testosterone. Cashews also work beautifully in stir-fries, added at the last minute for texture, or even ground into cashew butter and spread on apple slices or whole grain toast. The goal is consistency, not intensity. Over time, the effect of cashews isn't explosive, it's restorative. You may find your thoughts become clearer, your mood steadier, and your mornings more energized. Your body will respond not with fireworks, but with quiet strength returning. If you've been feeling the slow erosion of masculinity that comes with age, mentally, emotionally, or sexually, zinc from cashews might be one of the simplest ways to rebuild from the inside out. So here's what I want you to remember. You don't need a miracle drug. You don't need to suffer in silence. And you definitely don't need to accept decline as your new normal. Because sometimes the strongest change comes from the simplest habit, like a handful of the right nuts at the right time of day. You're not just feeding your body, you're retraining it, rebuilding blood flow, restoring hormone balance, reclaiming confidence, one small choice at a time. If you made it this far, you already care about your health. So don't stop now. Choose one nut. Try it for 7 days. Pay attention to how your body responds, and let it remind you that you're still very much alive. And if you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with someone who needs to hear this. Because we're building a space here where strength doesn't fade, it evolves. Stay strong, stay sharp, and I'll see you in the next one.